Hey there, if you're a busy woman in midlife and you are navigating perimenopause or menopause, you've probably noticed that what used to work just no longer works anymore. The energy crashes, mood swings, some shifts in your weight, and even mental fatigue of deciding what's for dinner. It can feel like healthy eating has become a full-time job, and you might be ready to throw in the towel. But the good news is it doesn't have to be that way. I'm Shannon Bison, a board certified health and well-being coach, and I work with women to support them on their menopause journey. So from perimenopause through postmenopause, and we create flexible systems that fit your life, not the other way around, and make you feel great. I'm at the beginning of my journey, and I had had some life transitions and thought that that was the cause of having low energy, sleep disturbances, lack of focus, kind of not knowing who I was anymore. Who is this person? You might feel the same. And then when it just kept hanging on, I had to dig a little deeper and found out that it was due to some hormonal shifts, due to being 40 plus. So today I am going to share a simple system I've created to help you with meal planning. We have to eat 21 meals at least a week. So this is an important system to have to create a lot less stress and time savings by having a plan. So let's dive in. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. So what is a recipe capsule? The system that I've created is much like a wardrobe capsule, except for food. So you pick a small curated selection of easy nutrient dense meals that support your energy, balance your blood sugar, and don't require hours in the kitchen, and that you love, so that it cuts out some of that decision fatigue. I'll tell you a little bit about how I build mine. I select 5 balanced breakfasts, 5 satisfying lunches, 12 simple dinners that take 30 minutes or less, and 3 to 5 snacks that I really enjoy and can grab when cravings strike or I just need a little something extra. So those that may not feel like a lot, but when you're just doing a couple of those each week, 2 or 3 of those, you really don't have to repeat them except for every, 3 weeks or so. These recipes focus on protein, healthy fats, and fiber, the key to stabilizing our blood sugar and reducing cravings and supporting those hormones, especially during perimenopause and menopause. My weekly meal planning just takes about 20 minutes. So once you have your capsules set, the meal planning is easy. So the 4 steps that I use every week is I block time on my calendar. So save 20 to 30 minutes, usually Friday or Saturday for me, but you do what works for you. And I treat that like a self-care ritual. So that is a non-negotiable. I protect that time with my life, because I know that future me is really going to appreciate that. My step 2 is to take a look at your calendar and plan around your real life. Consider days that you're busier, social events you have, or occasions where meals are already taken care of at a meeting or an evening event or whatever you have going on. And for me, I take into consideration that by Thursday, I no longer feel like cooking dinner. So I start the week strong, and then later on it gets a little more challenging. So I make sure that I have leftovers on Thursdays and Fridays. So then step three is to actually choose from your capsule. So each week I pick 2 breakfasts, 2 to 3 lunches, and 3 dinners that a couple of them have enough that I can have leftovers. Um, and because I'm choosing meals that I know I already love, it eliminates the decision fatigue. Everything on there is something I like. So it just depends on what I'm feeling like. And you can add variety to that. So if the recipe you pick has, cod and you want salmon, you can swap it out. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be a rigid plan, but it's just a framework to help you um, take the guesswork out of what's for dinner. And then I use a smart shopping app. So you can do this through the readily available AIs now and plug in your recipes and have it make you a smart shopping list. I use a custom app with my clients that allow them to make their weekly meal plan, create their capsule, and have their shopping list all in one place. And then what it does is it takes only the recipes that they've used in their plan that week, and it populates all of that into a PDF. Another more publicly available app would be, it's called the Paprika app, and they create the smart shopping list. You can curate recipes and whatnot as well. And that's a low cost app that I would recommend if you want to give that a shot. And the key to this is just having everything in one place, because if you have to go wander around and try to figure out which website or which cookbook that recipe was in, you've wasted 30 or 40 minutes that you could have been doing something fun. So then we want to prep for success without overdoing it. So I do very simple meal prep. Um, this is after I've rested after the grocery shopping, because that always feels like a ordeal all in itself. But I chop a few veggies, batch my smoothies. I'm a big fan of smoothies because you get a lot of nutrients like first thing in the morning. I batch my smoothies for the week, maybe do a few first step options like boiling eggs or roasting veggies or making a whole grain like brown rice or quinoa, and having that ready to go for the week. I do a little refresh midweek. I don't prep for the full week because I know come midweek, the Shannon I was on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning when I was fresh and super healthy is probably not the same person that shows up on Thursday afternoon. So I like to give myself the flexibility to make shifts and maybe have some indulgences, because this is life, and I truly believe that you can nourish your body and eat delicious food. So why does this system work, especially for women that are in menopause or perimenopause? Because it reduces your decision fatigue. We make so many decisions every day. By the time it gets to dinner, nobody wants to make those decisions. And you're going to choose the thing that's simplest, which is usually takeout or frozen pizza, or fill in whatever is easiest for you. It keeps your blood sugar balanced. It prevents the midweek burnout. It saves 3 to 5 hours a week. For some folks, it's even saved 7 hours a week, and supports your hormones and your sanity. So I am actually offering for you, I have a free download of my current summer recipe capsule. So you can get that in the comments. And some of my favorite recipes that I'm filtering through right now are a chicken kale avocado or chicken kale salad with avocado dressing, and whipped ricotta and strawberry toast on sourdough with honey and mint is such a perfect summer breakfast. Or you could have it for lunch, but it seems like dessert. And 21 more hormone-friendly meals that are in 30 minutes or less. And I have not left out the chocolate because that's a critical ingredient in my happiness. If you are new to meal planning and this feels like, Whoa, that's a lot. Just start with a couple meals. That can really make a difference. And it's all about progress, not perfection. And don't forget to subscribe and comment below with your biggest meal planning challenge. And hopefully, I can get back to you with some suggestions and create more content for you. Let's make this midlife transition uh, healthier and a lot easier together. Thanks so much. Have a great day. We'll talk soon.